secular humanists can win, maximize secular humanism, and destroy Christianity. And if they destroy Christianity, which they're not going to do because we already know the ending, but it's just, it could lead to, the ultimate destruction of civilization for a while till the second coming.
Oh, interesting. We have silence again, so and Dr. Mark hasn't returned to us yet. I think
is Mark okay?
I think he's got other things on his mind.
He's got other what?
He's got other things on his mind.
I didn't get.
He's preoccupied with something
else.
What's
the matter with him?
What's the matter with him?
Yeah,
he's gonna have to tell you for himself. I'm not gonna. He's not sick. Oh, he is sort of sick, but we're all sick in certain ways. I don't know what his problem is. He's on strike. I guess I don't pay him enough.
Yeah. Well, it's a hard topic maybe for Mark. Mark can't, doesn't like the topic, perhaps.
Is that what it is, Mark? You don't like the topic?
I wasn't just calling to talk about that. I was talking, but Christianity is very, very important. It's the most important thing there is. It's part of American culture. But besides that, there's not everybody has to be Christian. That's what our founders said, that we're open to everybody. But if we do that, then we want Christianity to be free, so its righteousness can reach the people without the force of government. And we want government to be limited, because Christianity has always had to fight through governments. It took them a long time to fight through the Roman Empire to actually establish, Catholicism, and then Catholicism was corrupted too, and that's why you had the Reformation, And the Reformation, it's like a lot of people came out a lot of different ways. I kind of prefer the Quakers myself, but somebody else might. I'm from Pennsylvania originally, that's Quaker state, but they actually, they were pacifists, and they actually had one Indian tribe protect them from another Indian tribe by trading with them. But it's who do we get to protect each other, and who do we get to, there's so many different aspects in religion, and there's so many different types of Christians. And, it's like, I'm not here to condemn any form, especially like a lot of Christians like condemn the Catholics. Why? That's universal, church that brought Western civilization where it was, and brought the chance for Martin Luther to put his thesis out there. None of us are perfect, and we just got to accept the fact that we need to limit government and maximize Christianity. Mm-hmm. And whether it be through Quakerism or Congregationalism or baptism or the Baptists or the whatever form of Christianity you prefer to call yourself, or just plain straight Christians, non-denominational, or that there's tons of them out there, and I'm not here to condemn them. I'm here to say let's pray and let's get together and let's limit government and push out the Bible and the Word of God.
Yeah, well, we also have to protect, and I agree with you 100% there, Ed. I mean, that's our job as Christians, is to go out to get the gospel, but there's also a side of our homeland defense, okay, where we have to protect ourselves from people that are, A, trying to take advantage of other people, and B, trying to harm us in some way. We still have that obligation to do that.
Oh, and that's not through Christianity you do that. You do that through a limited government that our founders, who were Christians, set up. We need to get back to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. We need to guard our borders. We need to take care of our own people first, and then, strengthen our own country and bring the light of God into our own country better. And we've had Great Awakenings throughout our history. We had the original Great Awakening that led to the Revolution. We had the Great Awakening in the early 1800s that really put America on the Christian path. But, we've got to, fell under attack since then. But we've had Billy Graham's, the evangelical movement of the 1950s and stuff. And it's just, you got to look at the historical aspect of it. okay, yes, we need to strengthen and keep that going. But at the same time, what our founders put down needs to be, okay, government should be limited, Christianity should be maximum. And that's what we need to push. Limit government. And we're not getting limited government because both the Republicans and Democrats are owned by the bankers who are, the Federal Reserve our founders would have never appreciated the Federal Reserve. And they're international, Marxist, cultural antichrist. That's our enemy. More so than it got ISIS. ISIS is mild compared to these guys. These guys are destroying the mind, the hearts, and the souls of more and causing more. ISIS might take 50 people here, 20 people there, but how many millions and millions have been sacrificed already to their abortion altars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
that's what we need. Limited government and states' rights.
I gotta get rolling though. I gotta get to my wife here and probably call it for evening. But you guys, it's definitely a serious talk that requires probably longer. I just don't have the time to do it. Maybe next week we can talk about more spiritual stuff. But I think you should take the rest of your time, Felix, and talk about what happened in Orlando, and our true Christian circle is going to pray for this country and pray for the victims that lost families or families that lost the victims, and we're going to continue doing that, and show the world that we're salt and light in the true way, not this baloney fake pastor who thinks he's a pastor because he bought his degree online somewhere, and he's going to use profanity and use his own corruptive speech in order to give people the wrong idea of what Christianity is. That's baloney. That's not. In fact, I'm sure that Reuben Israel and Jesse Morrell would probably do the same, being that they are very much of the same caliber of quote-unquote Christian. So I would say just be careful of that, what you're reading out there. And I would say to the world, if they had an open mind, let's really target and look at the problem for what it is. It's a radical Islamic jihadist movement that's creeping into our country. This isn't the last time, you guys. We're gonna see a ton more of these. You think that 50 people is bad? Just give it another year. The caliber of this ideology is just going to continue to grow, and hopefully not any worse than what just happened. But we can expect it to get worse because this is an agenda based on eschatological events. This is about the 11th Imam coming in. This is about them bringing in their Messiah, if you will. And the way they do that is by waging war against the satanic people, and that's us and Israel. So mark my words, we're going to see a ton more of these. We just need to be prepared for what we're about to see, as horrible as it is. So, all right, guys, well, have a great night and enjoy the rest of the show, okay?
All right, John. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
And then, Lisa, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm listening and absorbing everything.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, the radical Islams are one of the aspects that Christians fight. But I think in the United States of America and for the world that the globalist Marxists are even bigger enemies. And they pretty much control our Congress and Senate. And they want to put a big government, big brother veil over us. And they use everything they can. They control the media. To me, I call it DC, the District of Corruption. The District of Corruption is a bigger enemy to Christianity than 50,000 whatever they have over the Islamic State there. I mean, yeah, they're going to kill a few people here and a few people there, and the cultural Marxists are going to use and gain more power to destroy the liberties that our founders were very deep Christians established, like the right to bear arms and the right to protect ourselves and the right to make sure that our servants are servants and uphold the Constitution of the United States.
What goes through my head all the time is, what is it going to take? Like, what? I just don't understand. What is it going to take for them to finally realize, there's something wrong. We can do something. We know we could do something. What is it that we should do? I mean, it's like they have like this mental block. They only see what they want to see. They only want to hear what they want to hear. They don't actually see what's going on around them.
Well, they see what's going on around them. Most of the people in this district of corruption are bought and paid for. They're part of the cultural Marxists. It's up to we the people to take back our country. And there's so many
I said that in the beginning of the show. We need to become one.
Vote for idiot A or idiot B, it's going to make a difference. It isn't. We have to take back our state, our local governments, and start standing up to them and start saying this is what we want. And there's a lot of states' rights activists out there, and a lot of states are nullifying a lot of the bad laws. Representative Madison gave us the Kentucky and Virginia resolutions, which allow us to nullify bad laws through the state. And also, it's a trial by jury. We have the right to nullify bad laws through trial by jury. We need to start looking at each other, standing up for each other, and promoting liberty again, like it was supposed to be. I mean, these people are trying to, stomp on the Constitution and Bill of Rights, including Article 4, Section 4. It says that one of their main primary duties is to protect us from invasion. In the last 2 years, we have 1.1 million criminal invaders coming in our country. We don't know where they're at, what they're doing, but they keep bringing more and more in. And, if you start losing your cultural base and your vision of liberty, it gets weaker and weaker, and more people fall into the cultural Marxist domination, they're going to make you believe that the government and the president rules you. No, he's our servant. We rule him. We can't forget that. Washington said best, government isn't eloquent. It isn't reason. It's force, and like fire, a dangerous servant or fearful master. There's only two things human government can be: dangerous servants or fearful masters. Our founders put it down. Well, if we want to keep them dangerous servants, we got to keep it small. We got to keep it limited, and we got to allow the people to be free to worship the way they want, and to think the way they want, and to produce the way they want.
What do you think about the people running this year for president? Who are you going to vote for?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the executive branch. Again, I told you I was an anti-federalist.
I know that.
Anti-federalist, never wanted the Constitution ratified. I don't really like the executive branch or the judicial branch. Under the Article of Confederation, we didn't have either one of those branches. But it's the same yo-yos that you always get. I'm not, in my lifetime, I'm not going to say I like any of these presidents, including Reagan. Reagan's the one that started they'd love to have the immigration law that Reagan passed and signed. And, Reagan did a lot of things, and government grew massively under Reagan.
Yeah.
It didn't get limited under Reagan, popular mass of people's belief. There's no good coming from the district of corruption. The district of corruption is district of corruption. It's up to the people to stand up and say no more. And they're starting to. Maybe Trump will do it. I don't know. I don't know how to take Trump. You know what I mean?
I don't think anybody knows what to do with him.
I definitely don't want Hillary. I mean, Hillary, you're getting worse than Bill. You know what I mean? It's going to be bad if we get Hillary. Well, actually, but that might strengthen Americans' resilience. I mean, the good thing I like about the Obama presidency, not that I like Obama, but he put more guns and more people, more ammunition to protect yourself. Taught people that, hey, you have the right to protect yourself. And we've got over 300 million guns in this country. I think 400 million or something like that, and over 100 million people that own them. That's a good sign. We're the only one in the world that can do that. That's because our founders gave it to us, and that is the And to me, that I try to